Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you are doing good. So in my previous video, we saw how a story can be created under any of the project with the real-time requirement. So this story we had created last time. Okay. Now we will try to understand the requirement, what it means, how we can, proceed with implementing this requirement. Initially we have few questions. We need clarification on the requirement, so that we try to understand by seeing this requirement what all questions comes in our mind and how we deal with. Okay, so question on requirements for clarifying of requirements, right? So generally if we see any of the requirement, there are a lot of questions comes to our mind. So first we need to take clear clarification on the requirement before proceeding, because if you don't get the requirement clear, you might configure something else, but customer is expecting something else. So again, it is rework, waste of time. So please try to take clear requirement clarification before start you implementing the requirement. So what are you trying to do with ServiceNow? So for this particular requirement, they are asking, they need some tool system to track their work. So my first question is based on this requirement. What are you trying to do with ServiceNow? So you want tracking system, but what you will be doing in ServiceNow, right? Whether you will be doing the inquiry, support, what exactly you will be doing. Second, what is your area of interest, whether you will be utilizing this system for ITSM or ITBA, GRC. So which what is the area of interest, which module you are going to utilize. Okay, please describe your request. Need support ticket system for business. So whether they want, we need to understand whether the customer want to utilize out of box table like incident, request, problem, change, or they want their customized application where they can create their own custom tickets according to their requirement. So what they are exactly looking for, so that we need to understand clearly. How do you engage with your customer? So that also very important question. We need to understand how they deal with their customer. Okay, whether email, phone, chat, fax, interaction, there are a lot of ways they can deal with their customer inside ServiceNow. So what mode of you know engagement or communication they do with their customer, what they you know use. So this is also a very important question. Next question is, select the data classification of the data stored in your request. So whether they want to use some business restricted data, or they don't have any data sensitive, so they can utilize the global thing, or they want to go with the scoped application. They have sensitive data which they don't want to share outside the application. So these are the basic question we need to understand based on our requirement. So once we have a clear opinion on this requirement, we can start with the development. Okay, so I hope my videos are helping to you guys. If it really helps, please like, share and subscribe my channel. Okay, so once we have answer for the from the customer, we can proceed. So for this requirement, at least let's assume a customer has, they want to utilize scoped application. They are having, sensitive data. So they need their scoped application, custom application. They don't want to utilize, incident, problem, whatever out of box we have. They want custom application, scoped application. So data which is inside their application, it can be restricted to that application. Nobody can see it without the role which provide access to that application. Only their agent will be having that role, so their agent only will be able to see the data. So based on that, I will be updating the acceptance criteria. So they need business restricted app, scoped app named as XYZ. Only agent can see the app with XYZ role. 200 agents that will be stored in group table, that will be stored in user table, sorry. So we need user details, so they will be providing user details. Okay, those user will be stored in sys user table. 1500 end user detail, again they have to provide for end user, again that will be stored in sys user. So we need to create custom application, and in that custom application we need to load their agents, user, we need to create new role, ACL will be created, so they will be having proper restriction in place. They will be having group, support group, and they will be having different kind of group for agents, for admins, for manager. So those things has to be created. So we need to discuss with customer, they will provide groups, users, everything into the Excel. They might need notification, they might need service portal. So after discussing with the customer, we will be having all the requirements with all the details. So we will be creating the more stories under this project with their requirement, and we will be implementing it. So I have already explained in one of my video how scoped application can be created. So I'll provide the link of that video here in the description of this video. So if you want to see how scoped application, custom application can be created, you can refer that video. So guys, this is totally implementation project. What we are trying to achieve, we are bringing the new customer to the ServiceNow. So we need to set up everything for them according to their requirement. So we will be seeing all the other requirements as part of new stories. And as I have already explained to you, this BA will be coordinating with the customer to gather the requirement or to understand the requirement, and we will be only creating the stories, updating all the fields, acceptance criteria, etc. Once the stories are created, then developer comes to the picture. Stories will be assigned to the developer, and developer will be working to the stories. And if developer has any doubt regarding understanding the story, developer can reach out to BA and get the requirement clarified to BA. But I am explaining whole thing to you, how project can be created, how stories is created, and who is doing what. So we will create multiple stories based on the whole requirement and get them implemented into the ServiceNow. So stay tuned, guys. We will understand into the next video. Thanks for watching.